Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Timmy Treacle, also known as Horror Fan for Life. And my final movie review for today is the movie called Doom Asylum. Now, this movie was released in 1988. It is a slasher comedy film that has a 4.5 out of 10 on IMDb and an 84% on Google. The movie was directed by Richard Freeman and written by Rick Marks, and it stars in her feature film debut Kristin Davis, Patty Mullen, Ruth Collins, William Hay, Harrison White, Michael Rogan, and Kenny L. Price. Kristin Davis, she plays Jane. You might know her from Sex and the City, the TV show, and both movies, amongst other things. This is her film debut, as I said. But this movie is a dumpster fire. Even Kristin Davis couldn't save this movie. I love her to death. The only thing I liked about this movie was the women were beautiful. That was it. This movie, by far, had the worst group of characters in any slasher movie or horror movie that I've ever seen. First, let's talk about the acting, or lack thereof. There's a scene in this movie where two characters are fighting. It's a guy and a girl. And it's so obvious that they've never acted a day in their life, because when they're on screen, you could tell they weren't even trying. This was some of the worst acting I've ever seen in a slasher movie. And I know we're not going to get Oscar-worthy performances, but by God, not only was the acting bad, the writing is terrible. This movie wasn't funny. It was trying to be funny. I really wish they would have stuck to just making a slasher movie. Stop with the slasher comedies. It hasn't worked since Scream. And I'm not a big fan of either slasher or horror comedies. I'm not the biggest fan, let's put it that way. And this just proves my point. This was freaking god awful. I could not wait for this movie to end. I couldn't wait for the characters to die because I didn't give two shits about them. There's a character in this movie, Tina, of course. Her character was so annoying. After everything she did, she would always laugh and tilt her head back. There's a scene where, like, it's the same scene where she's fighting with this guy, the character of Mike, and he is hanging onto the edge of this wall for it seems like an eternity. Then all of a sudden, he gets the strength to pull himself up and swing over the wall and go look for his girlfriend, who he is allowed to call mom, which is just so creepy. There's another guy in this movie, Dennis, who collects baseball cards. Uh, then you have Darnell in this movie, who I don't know what kind of character he was trying to portray in this movie. Is he homosexual? Is he straight? I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to go for there. But at the end of the day, it just didn't matter. I couldn't wait for the characters to die. Even the killer in this movie, it's just god awful. The special effects are terrible. Uh, the like I said, the acting and even the dialogue in this movie. There's a part where uh, one of the actors calls one of the girls torpedo tits. I mean, can we seriously figure something else out to say than torpedo tits, really? Uh, and the kills were so noticeably bad. You can tell they were dummies. This was just a movie that um, shouldn't have been made. I mean, I'm not trying to really hate on these guys because You know, maybe this is their film debut. Who knows? But I really feel bad for the actors in this movie because they got bad writing, they got bad direction, and overall, it's just a bad movie. And they just went with the flow. And I know this is Kristen Davis's first movie, so okay, I could cut her a break. But as I said, the only thing I liked about this movie was the girls were beautiful. Other than that, uh, this was terrible. I highly recommend you don't waste your time watching this movie. If you are inclined to do so, do it at your own risk. I'm glad this movie wasn't longer than an hour and 20 minutes. Uh, but other than that, I'm going to give Doom Asylum a 1 out of 10 and 2 thumbs down. This this movie was terrible. So, in the comment section below, if you've seen the movie, give me your thoughts and opinions. And did you love it, like it, or hate it? Do you think it's underrated? I would love to hear some feedback from you guys. And I would love to hear your explanation for that. But other than that, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you like this review, hit that like button. Other than that, I thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for many more movie reviews, TV show reviews, trailer reviews, top 10s, and rankings. And later on this week, I will be ranking all 60 movies that I have seen in Samuel L. Jackson's filmography. So far, I have seen 60 of them. And so I'm going to be doing a special ranking of those from my least favorite to my favorite later on this week. But I thank you for watching and check you later.